The BC archives are home to millions of pieces of our province's modern history. The collection began in 1894 to preserve records of early colonial settlement on the coast. But what started out as a small department in the Legislature Library expanded exponentially over the decades. Eventually, the BC Archives found a bigger home across the street from the Legislature at the Royal BC Museum. And staff there want you to know the collection is all yours.
I would like to see more people using this space. We have photographs, maps, newspapers, court cases, land claims cases. Surprisingly, the most common thing that people ask for are their divorce records. So if you're looking for your divorce record, we're your place. There are these incredibly lovely stories, and you just have to find them. There is a prospector's diary. So this a man named Yukon Joe who prospected well past the gold mining time period into the 60s, and he lived this very secluded, impoverished life. Selling art and trying to find gold throughout northern British Columbia and the Yukon. And these ones are the newspapers specifically, and this one's from 1891. They would often publish local goings-on. This one says, Miss McCutcheon is at present visiting her many friends at New Westminster. So you know that she's not in town for that week. So I've pulled some records related to the floods in the Fraser Valley. These are some of the older ones. These are from 1894. The specific receipt is for services rendered for saving cattle and furniture. Interesting to see that this has been an ongoing problem for hundreds of years. To come in person to the archives, it's completely free. These records are those of the province. They're for you. And a cost would come in if you want copies of things, if you want to take things home. But if you're using things just for research and you have your cell phone, or wonderful smartphones these days, you can take photographs and take those home with you. We have a large platform online, so you can do some of the background work from home. We don't want to hoard these records. We want them to be accessible to people. So we want you to see them. We want them to be relevant for you and useful.
This Week in History, brought to you by the Royal BC Museum, bringing British Columbia's stories together.